Hey, fellow Jedi, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV. And if you're new here, think about subscribing. Today, I'm going to talk about the new Vanity Fair photos for The Last Jedi. And I'm not just talking about the covers here, I'm talking about the new photos that have actually been released online. StarWars.com, the official YouTube channel for StarWars.com, actually updated us today and let us know that these videos were coming out. So let's get right into it. Let's check out these photos. So the first one is actually Luke and Rey, and we're at Michael Skellig Island, the first Jedi temple. And the thing that really sticks out to me here is that Luke's glove is there. It's the brown glove, unlike the black glove that he wore in Return of the Jedi. It's brown, but that also connects with, it tells us that he is the one in the trailer looking at the Journal of the Wills. So maybe I'm thinking this is maybe a flashback of Luke, finding the Journal of the Wills somewhere and reading it over, and then maybe he's talking to Rey about what he discovered in the Journal of the Wills. But very cool that we have confirmation that Luke is the one who is reading the Journal of the Wills. The next one here, I'm not a huge fan of this photo. Obviously, it looks amazing, the background and everything, but we have Rey running with her lightsaber. I think this is probably a training exercise. We're obviously still on Octu, and maybe Luke is running her through the paces there. So nothing too much I think we can garner from this. She still has Luke's lightsaber. Obviously, the rumors of the double-sided lightsaber I don't think are true. She still has her hairdo and outfit from The Last Jedi. We've heard rumors of, we've had confirmation on the toy box actually that look is going to progress and change. It is also interesting that she's not wearing the Jedi robes even in that first picture, that she has kept her look from The Force Awakens. If we move on to the next one here, we have Rey again with Chewbacca. Now, to me, this sort of confirms that Chewbacca is maybe staying on Octu. It would seem that at least him and Rey and Luke are going to go on some sort of adventure. These are just stills, so they don't confirm anything, but it would seem that Rey and Chewbacca have a role to play in this movie, The Last Jedi. So it'd be great to see Luke and Chewbacca reunite, right? Also, next here we have, this is the cover photo. We have Rose on the far right, Finn, and then Poe Dameron, as well, of course, as General Leia. So very interesting photo. It sort of implies that these are the folks who are going to be on an adventure together. We've heard lots of rumors of Rose and Finn working together and being swept up on an adventure. That's something that comes from the panel, the Last Jedi panel from Celebration, Star Wars Celebration this year. So it seems like Poe Dameron is going to be part of that, and of course General Leia as well. So I would garner from these photos that they are probably going to, and I love to speculate, this is pure speculation, they are going to be on an adventure together. Of course, General Leia is probably going to be behind the scenes. It would be really cool, though, if she wasn't and she was actually tagging along with Finn. Perhaps early on in that trailer, we actually see the First Order come and destroy the Resistance base, and now the Resistance becomes a much smaller, sort of underground movement, kind of like the beginning of the rebellion. So moving on to the next photo, we see a couple images here. The name of the planet is now slipping my mind. Definitely should have had that down. But this is a casino planet. I think this is definitely, I think these folks in these photos here are definitely First Order supporters. The fact that there are a lot of aliens involved would suggest otherwise, but I don't know. The black and the white just seems like, to harken back to the Empire. So it's going to be interesting to find out exactly what's going on at this point in the story. But that would be my gut feeling, is that this is, there are a lot of high level dignitaries and very wealthy. It was mentioned in the Vanity Fair article that this is an upscale casino world. So it would make sense. It makes sense that these folks do want to, they want to retain their riches. They want to become richer, and they feel like the First Order is a way to do that, or supporting the First Order is how they're going to do that. Just pure speculation on my part. We also have the men behind the droids, BB-8, R2-D2, and of course C-3PO. Anthony Daniels here, looking very golden. So, an image can't really garner a lot about the movie from that, except that the droids are going to return. No big surprise there. Next, we have a great photo here. Mark Hamill, right? Carrie Fisher. We have, in the director, and oh my goodness, Kathleen Kennedy. Yes, I almost forgot her name. So, very interesting image. It can't really tell exactly what's in the background there with this set. If you know exactly what that is, please comment below. Looks like maybe a spaceship, but obviously not a lot to do with the actual plot or settings by the looks of it of the movie. So we'll move on. And we have next here an image of General Leia, Carrie Fisher, and her daughter. So, very, very touching. This whole journey to the Last Jedi, and watching the movie in general is really going to, it's going to hurt, because we all love Carrie Fisher so much. Another Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill photo here. So awesome. Very good. Carrie Fisher looking a little dark in this photo, but it works because she's awesome. Next, we have the photo of, I believe the character is being called DJ, and I'm definitely going to do a video on this, whether I think DJ could actually be Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels. I think there's a chance, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Can we garner a lot from this? Well, we know that, DJ it talks about sort of him being a wanderer. We don't get a lot of information about him, but whatever the role is, we know he's going to do a great job. Benecio Del Toro. I'm slaughtering his name. Sorry, I apologize. And, we know he is an awesome actor. He's going to do a great job. But stay tuned for that video on Is DJ Ezra. All right. Last couple here are First Order / Kylo Ren photos. This one here, if you zoom in on his face, you can really see that he is looking more and more like a Sith, much less like Ben Solo. So very cool. And then again, if we flip over to the next photo, the big hit thing here is the mask is off, right? We have absolutely no mask on Kylo Ren, which is very interesting. He's looking very oriental. So is Donald Gleason, General Hux, and Captain Phasma here. We have a basically confirmation. Earlier in the year, we saw like a cartoon or concept sketch of Captain Phasma having this almost looks like, it reminds me of some sort of lance or medieval weapon. Obviously, it's going to be charged, or it might have some sort of blaster built in, or some crazy technology like that. I don't think it's just going to be a lance, medieval lance, though she could probably rock that as well. But it very interesting to see all of these photos. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Love hearing from you guys. always awesome to have a conversation. And wow, do we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the last Jedi. Also, keep in mind that Vanity Fair is going to be publishing interviews tomorrow. It should be so, and this is the 24th of May. So stay tuned for that, or make sure you pick up that copy, whether it's online or in stores. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, even half of this video, please subscribe, like, and comment below. Awesome. Thank you so much, and may the Force be with you always. Please consider subscribing, checking out my Jedi Train Like a Jedi series. Maybe check out a recent video, or down in the video description you will find several links to my website, including a table of contents of all the Train Like a Jedi series.